Day 58. The chef's advice: he married for love. A year later, his wife gave birth to a son. He was happy. But he dreamed of having a big family. 1 year passed. Then another. Then 5. Yet there was still no second child. He worried about it, although he never spoke of it to anyone. One day he happened to meet an old friend, a well-known chef who owned a small restaurant. Over a cup of tea, the conversation naturally turned to children. "My twins just turned 3, the chef said proudly. "Twins?" his friend exclaimed. "What a blessing!" The chef smiled. "You'll have them too." His friend sighed. "I wish. But it's been 5 years since our son was born, and my wife still hasn't been able to give me another child." The chef listened carefully. Then he said with confidence, "That's not a problem at all." "Really? I'll give you some valuable advice. You'll remember it for the rest of your life. Go on." The chef leaned closer and whispered, "Go to the market right now. Buy the testicles of a breeding ram and bring them to me." "What for?" "Don't ask questions." His friend was puzzled, but he went to the market anyway. He returned with the unusual purchase. The chef prepared it with great skill, placed it on the table, and said, "Eat a little of this every day for 3 days. Everything will be fine." A month later, his wife smiled and said, "I think we're going to have another baby." The husband was overjoyed. The first person he ran to was the chef. He hugged him tightly. "Thank you." The chef burst into laughter. "Don't thank me. Then who should I thank?" The chef winked. "The ram." A few months later, the family welcomed twins. Several years passed. Once again, the house was full of guests. It was the twins' birthday. The chef, the very man who had once given his unusual advice, raised a glass of champagne. Everyone waited for his toast. Smiling, he said, "First of all, I'd like to drink to the health of my friend, who wasn't afraid to follow my advice and did everything exactly as I told him." Everyone laughed. "But wait," the chef said, raising a finger. "That's not all." He looked at the host and continued, "And now I'd like to propose another toast." "To whom?" the guests asked curiously. The chef grinned. "To your fighting rooster." The room fell silent. "The rooster?" someone asked. "Why the rooster?" The chef laughed. "Because I remember very well how every morning your wife brought you 2 fresh raw eggs straight from the henhouse, and you bravely swallowed them before breakfast." He lifted his glass even higher. "So let's drink to that tireless rooster, who faithfully did his job day and night and helped bring these wonderful twins into the world." The room erupted with laughter. Even the children began laughing without quite knowing why. The host laughed harder than anyone. Only his wife blushed and quietly whispered, "Good thing our rooster doesn't understand English."